Welcome to session number 58. We are coming off a wild day yesterday as Nvidia saves Wall Street. So, S&P 500 surges to all-time high in Nvidia-led rally. Dow up 300 points today, guys, due to Nvidia just smashing numbers. So we'll get right into it. The S&P 500 surging Thursday to an all-time high after chip giant Nvidia reported much stronger than expected quarterly results, lifting the broader tech sector. So it's helping out other tech stocks as well. We have the broad market index up 1.7%. NASDAQ advancing 2.5%, and we have the Dow Jones Industrial Average gaining 0.8% to a record high. Those increases put the major averages on track to snap a 3-day losing streak. So guys, let's dive into the numbers now of what Nvidia announced yesterday. So we, saw Nvidia popping more than 14.5% today to an all-time high. They announced a total revenue of 265% higher than a year ago. That is 2x plus than a year ago, guys. That is insane numbers, and that is mainly driven by booming artificial intelligence and their business, them selling chips. Main companies that are buying these chips from Nvidia that is causing great revenue is Amazon, Meta, and Microsoft, guys. And guys, we just recently saw Nvidia pass Amazon and Google to be the third most valuable company in the world, and behind Microsoft and Apple. So let's dive into the numbers over here. We pulled up a separate article. I'll post this also in the description below. Nvidia posts revenues 265% on booming AI business. That's the main number. But let's dive into these numbers right here. So they had an earnings per share. They had a 4.64 expected, and they announced a 5.16 adjusted. And then they had revenue right there. That is the revenue up 265%. We have it, expected at 20.62 yesterday that they were going to announce, and they announced a 22.10 billion, guys. So those are the numbers that we were expecting Nvidia to announce, and they just smashed those numbers, guys. And there's Jensen Huang, CEO of Nvidia. So that is pretty much the news. The only other news we have is, other tech companies really, benefiting from this. We have Meta and Amazon getting more than 4%, and then Microsoft and Netflix advancing more than 1%. So I'll leave this in the description below if you guys want to continue to read this. It tells you all updates, guys. So if you want to come and see live updates, this is where we get our main news, guys. This is where we build our content off of the CNBC, and then we comment on it and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and see how the market is reacting to CNBC news that we just announced there. We are currently looking at Nvidia's 6-month chart here, 4-hour chart. So, you see this huge pullback towards that 200-day moving average this past couple trading sessions. And now, since those numbers came out yesterday, those insane numbers that they just blew Wall Street away with, has gotten Nvidia to a new high, and it smashed a new high. Looks like the high before it was around 745, 750 range. So that is the Nvidia 6-month chart. Really crazy, really making, we bought last 2 days, which was great, guys. We bought $20 worth of $10 buys last 2 trading days. And we knew this was going to happen, guys. We had a feeling this was going to happen. We wanted to buy it as it was coming below that 50-day moving average. And, that's the beauty about dollar cost averaging. $10 a day we do. As it's coming down, we just keep buying in until it comes back up. So today, Nvidia making an all-time high there at the 71 range. Let's go ahead and look at how it's helping QQQ here. So we did buy QQQ last 2 days as well, and we saw it really testing that 200-day there, and now it's really popping. Nvidia really helping it, and Nvidia is also helping other companies as well, which is really helping QQQ. So QQQ, we're up almost 4%, 5% there, and then Nvidia is actually absolutely smashing it at 232%. We have it at, and Meta is also killing it at the 224%. So that is the top 2 stocks profitable side. I mean, we don't even have 1 share in those companies, guys. So how crazy this has been. So we are not going to buy QQQ. We really want to buy it at deal. We did buy it when it was coming down, so that was our buys. We did 2 buys the last 2 days, and we made one last Tuesday as well. So we're good right now on Q buys. We had 22. We have 22 shares. So we're gonna see, how this goes. And when it comes back down, we're gonna buy some more. Leave capital. We don't want to, as it's going towards that, high there at the 439.14. Really testing it there, resistance levels. So we'll see what happens. We could see this really popping in the future as interest rates are looked to be cut this year. So we'll see. We're just going to be buying those downturns, guys, and holding when Qs go up to overbought values. So we have it trading at the 64 RSI level right now. That is overbought. So that's QQQ. We don't want to do any cash secure puts this week, so we're going to hold off on that until premiums get better. For the $10 buy of the day, let's look to see what we're currently down on in the portfolio. So we're currently down on Starbucks, Ford, Lockheed Martin, Zoom, and PayPal. Let's go to each one and see if any of them are presenting a deal RSI wise. We want to buy an oversold value, so we see Starbucks trading at the 60 RSI level, not in oversold values, that's in overbought levels almost. We have Ford trading at 43 RSI, and that is fair value range. Lockheed Martin we have at 57 RSI. We have Zoom at the 44 range there. Really not, keeps getting rejected by that 50-day right there. So this could be a play, Zoom. And we have PayPal at the 48. What stocks are down on the day? Well, we only have a few, and that's Lockheed Martin, Shopify, Coca-Cola, and Nike. And they're not down much. So what we're going to do is trying to add to a position we're down on, try to get a better average price on them. So we see the last price and the average price. Not much of a difference for Starbucks, not much of a difference for Ford. Lockheed Martin, we have trading at a 427. We have average price of 434. That could be a play. We could be adding into Lockheed Martin. Zoom, we have average price 69 and last price 61. That could be a play as well. PayPal as well, 66 average price and 58 last price. So based off average price compared to the last price, we're going to be either diving into Lockheed Martin, Zoom, or PayPal. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to add into Zoom, guys, just because Lockheed Martin, that's the least market value. We want to build up positions here. We have Lockheed at 123 and PayPal 109 and Zoom only at 84. So let's go ahead and add into Zoom here. So let's buy the $10 buy of Zoom, and let's go ahead and lock that in. So we have a $10 buy, order quantity 0.1615. Let's go ahead and lock that in. All right, we got filled at 61.92, guys. That is our Zoom buy of the day, $10 buy of the day. So that is pretty much trading session number 58, guys. We have Nvidia really saving Wall Street here. You know, with their numbers really driving that AI hype that we've been seeing for quite some time here. And we saw, you know, the 6-month really making a run here from the end, or from the beginning of 2024, really just bouncing off that 50-day moving average all the way up to this earnings report here, really making a downturn below that 50-day moving average right around before earnings yesterday. And then right after hours, after they announced their numbers, we saw it really just pump up and make it a high at the 781.54 today, guys. If we look at the 5-day chart on Nvidia, look at that, guys, really selling off, trading below that 200-day right after hours yesterday, popped. And, you know, really popping up to the 781.54 there. So that is the 5-day chart. We just got a notification right now that the S&P 500 hits a record. NASDAQ heads for its best day in over a year after blockbuster Nvidia earnings. Let's go ahead and look at S&P here. Let's go SPX. Look at that. Look at that, guys. So check that out, guys. We have you know, the SPX really making a high there at 5,078, trying to get to that 5,100 range there to make a statement on these on this earnings that we had yesterday with Nvidia. You know, trading at 5,076 right here, so really making a high. Just happened, just got the notification, and you know, the last time we made a high was around, you know, mid-February, and February range, mid-February. So that is exciting news for SPX. And let's go to QQQ now. So let's go to SPY here and check out the Spider ETF, seeing it making a high there at the 506 on the 6-month chart. And then if we go to Qs, we see it testing right there, testing that 439 range there. So we have it, you know, currently trading at 437, only a couple more dollars off to the high. So we're going to see if Qs makes a rally today for the rest of the trading session and make that high for QQQ. So that is trading session number 58. Nvidia really smashing numbers. S&P 500 making an all-time high. Nvidia also helping out other tech companies, guys. And we are seeing the market rebounding from a sell-off this week. That is, you know, great news for people that are longing the market right now. So we went over Nvidia news, Nvidia charts. We went over our $10 buy of Zoom, and then we went over, we just got a notification that the S&P 500 made all-time highs, and we went over that, guys. That is trading session number 58. If you guys are not subscribed here yet, please consider subscribing if you like these live sessions. Smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It really helps out our channel. Our whole goal is to eventually get monetized on this channel and to really pump back money into this portfolio to show you guys how we trade the market, how we profit in the market, and it's more education and learning by example, guys. So that is pretty much the reason for you to subscribe right now and to like this video. If you guys are not a part of our Discord, if you guys want more content, go over to mogulfellows.com, check out membership, check out to see what we offer in the Discord. We do alerts in there, a bunch of details on, you know, finance and stuff like that, but we also go into health. We're a brotherhood over there, so we really support each other over there. If you guys want to be a part of the club, go over to mogulfellows.com, check out the membership tab, and get in there while we are having the invites for free, guys. So we are going to start charging once we see, once we put enough content in there. The, you know, Discord is still under construction right now. We are still pumping content in there, so once we see that it's ready, we are going to start charging for it. So go over there right now, get in while it's free. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the outro.